When we think about growth for WastePro, we really don't focus on growth as the goal. We focus on the things that we know will likely to lead us to being more successful and eventually growing the business. We focus on our safety record. Are we operating safely? Are we maintaining our equipment? We focus on our people. Are we communicating with our people, and are our people happy? Those things will lead to success.
When you have all the activity that happens on the street, nobody thinks about what happens with your guys in the trucks at night.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes effort that goes on to make sure these trucks are safe and efficient each day for the drivers to go out and serve our customers.
Yeah, I mean, that's their office.
Yep.
It's actually their office.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drivers spend more hours behind the wheel on that than most of them do at home in any given day. So.
And when I walk through I love going through the museum, as you know. You walk through the museum, you look at the simplicity of the trucks, but you think about the complexity of what we have today. It just amazes me to see what we have. The in-cab experience for the driver. Again, it's their office, but it's so much more for your people to maintain. I mean, what challenges do you find?
Well, probably couple of the biggest challenges are the chassis-related emission systems. They've gotten so much more complex since the early 2000s, really 2007 when the EPA came out with different regulations, and it's constantly gotten higher and higher levels of requirement to reduce emissions. And we've spent a large amount of our time just maintaining those systems so that the trucks will stay running properly on the road.
And money.
Yeah, a lot of money. And then next to that is our constant using foresight, if you will, to see what kind of technology is up and coming to provide a safer piece of equipment for our drivers and the customers on the street and the public in general.
When I joined the company, we're a very small company, operated mainly centralized. And my experience with working with some of the public companies in our industry realized there really needed to be a decentralized approach. From a growth strategy, we look at two different ways to grow the company organically and also through acquisitions. Also from a culture standpoint, these are our employees. These are our waste pros. These people have our DNA. These are the people we want running our business. When you acquire a large company, you are faced with that risk of taking on maybe a culture that might not be like yours. There might be some conflict there. So again, we like to lead with organic growth through municipal work, but we're not afraid to do acquisitions, and we've done some sizable ones recently.
I think if you travel around, the country and go to stadiums, there's people that'll throw their label on a container, but that's it. I've been with WastePro for about 5 years now. And one of the reasons that I've ended up here is because when we say we're going to be involved with the communities, we are. When we say we're going to have partnerships, they're true partnerships. And that's why I like WastePro. The other thing is our engagement with our employees. You hear that mantra about, our company is our people. And that's what everyone likes to say. Well, WastePro it is. One of the great things about a family-owned business is we're able to make decisions when we need to make decisions, and we're entrusted with that. It's one of the unique things about WastePro, and that's why I work here.
WastePro has been an amazing partner. They understand both the facility and how it operates day in and day out, but at the same time, partnering with folks that we do business with in the building, that it's important to do recycling and recapture. Whether it's investments in the neighborhood, they believed in our vision for how we would develop the neighborhood around Camping World Stadium through affordable housing, health and wellness facilities, early education facilities, boys and girls clubs. All that's happened in the last 10 years, and one of the very first partners that we had at the table was WastePro, saying, how can we help? How can we be a part of this? Hosting job opportunity fairs, interviewing people to potentially join WastePro as an employee. I mean, it goes much deeper than just the branding partnership we have. It's the excellent service, the event industry and outside the building, inside the building, festivals, more of your normal activities that are in the structure itself. No matter what it is, WastePro has always said, how can we help you do that with excellence? And I can't tell you how important that is, right? To be authentic and care about the residents that live here, but at the same time say, the better job we do as a partner of WastePro day in and day out, the more successful this venue and this community will be.
The origins of WastePro and the origins of our family in the waste industry go back to 1920s with my grandfather, Michael Jennings, when he came to the United States from Ireland. And within 2 weeks, he had to get his naturalization paperwork. And we found that paperwork, and he was designated as a sanitation chauffeur. And, from then, He worked in the waste industry until the day that he died, and instilled a passion for the industry in my father, and who passed it on to me.
We're really well known for the amount of great customer service that we give, and safety is paramount to everything. If we cannot be safe around our customers and fellow citizens, then we really aren't reaching the lofty goals that we set for our people out in the field.
The purpose of the simulator is it interacts with the Smith System course that we train here at the DTC. It helps the driver understand the 5 keys of the Smith System so they can apply it on everyday use on the road. What the simulator does is allow them to do a commentary drive. And a commentary drive is basically them vocalizing what they're seeing and what they're doing out on the road. And by doing a commentary drive, I can also see what they need help with or what their weaknesses or strengths are. So when they're driving on the road and they go out in public, they can apply these same principles in a vehicle. So this is a safe way for us to utilize this tool so they won't be engaged in the traffic until they get comfortable and more confidence in driving out there on the road.
Here at Waste Pro Sanford, we take safety very seriously. Obviously, we start with safety, we end with safety. We'll gather every morning at 5:30 and 6:30, and we'll hold a safety meeting. We'll talk about any safety issues, how we're doing in safety, any incidents that occurred the week before. Just to give you an idea, for the month, for the year, we're at zero accidents, 0 injuries, 0 property damage. Off to a great start. We expect 0. One of the things we talked about was the $10,000 safety award. So if you can go 3 years accident injury free, no unscheduled absences, if you take care of all of your customers, take care of your vehicle, you're eligible for a $10,000 safety award. I've been with Waste Pro for 9 years. I've actually presented over 100 $10,000 safety awards. I mean, who gets to give away $1 million in John Jennings' name to deserving employees? So I get amped up for those mornings. We actually are doing 3 this afternoon. But I'm not aware of any trash company that has that type of program. So just some insight into the generosity of the Jennings family.
Since the inception of the 5K and the 10K bonuses for our employees, Waste Pro has awarded more than $7.4 million to our valuable employees.
It really is unbelievable. And, you know, a lot of times I think about just how fortunate we are to have a group of people together that are so good, and people who care about the business, care about our people, and it's really amazing.
When they enter the company, maybe they're entering as a helper, but they know that they can, they've got a program that helps me become a driver, and once I'm a driver I can be a mentor, and once I'm a mentor I can be a supervisor, and then maybe I could be a operations manager or a division manager. Allowing people to visualize themselves in that next role is critical, and it's so important to who we are as a company. We do have many generations, fathers, sons, daughters, really treating people as an individual versus here's your number. Make people feel like they're part of the team on day one.
This is like family, It's the people that I got more attached to the people than anything else.
So the Waste Pro way is the way that we conduct ourselves in every aspect of the business. It's striving to be the absolute best version of ourselves in every respect of the business. It's being present, it's being caring, it's being hardworking, and it's being in the safety lane. It's being involved in every aspect of the business and striving to be our best.